Welcome to my channel. Let's draw a beautiful illustration together. So let's start. Okay, so in today's tutorial what we are gonna do is we will create a digital art illustration on Ibis Paintex. I have already opened the app, as you can see. Our next step is to click on this my gallery icon. Once you open it, you see your place where all your artworks are. I have already created a lot of artworks, so all of my artworks are stored here. Now to create a new artwork, I need to click on this plus icon at the bottom left side of my screen. Here are variety of options, but for our artwork I would here choose 1:1 ratio, 120 into 120 1000, 80 into 1080. Here for artwork I would choose 1280 into 1280, which is a preferable size always for me. Now here is a canvas. Next step is to add our base image. For this I will click on this layer icon here at the bottom left side, right side. Now on this camera icon, and from here I will choose the base image, and here is my image. This is my image I have choose for today's illustration, and this is like this. So like this I would fix the image or canvas. So here's a basic tip: when you use one finger on the canvas you create a line, but when you use two fingers together you can zoom in or zoom out your canvas size. And now I will adjust my brush size from the bottom side, and I would keep it to 1.5, and now again going on the layer and change it, move it up, and now let's start working. But before that, go in layer 1 and like decrease its opacity to somewhere like 70-60, and go in layer 2 and start drawing your baselines, and try to make you can also keep your stabilizer high so that you get more fine lines. Now you need to just simply trace some paths. With the help of the zoom in zoom out canvas option, using two fingers, I am just changing its size constantly and zooming in on which part I want to draw lines. In the same way I would this tutorial is beginners level, and I am not going into depth here or spitting out too much information so that it's not overwhelming. Okay, so here's a tool panel from where you can select the variety of brushes. Here I am using felt tip pen hard. There are multiple brushes that you can choose for your illustration. I usually use felt tip pen hard and dip pen soft. These are my usually go-to brushes, but you can use any brush you want. So I have it's the major portion, like the outer one, and now I would slowly carve her face. This part needs to be done carefully. Here is it, and now it is like this. Okay, let's see if this is how it looks like till now, and we can easily watch out for the parts we have left. And now we will add another layer, and in this layer I will do the hair part. For hair I will choose another brush, and it would be hair light. Or maybe I think it's not working. Maybe here. So it's gonna be a little hard. You need to continually do and undo this whole thing to get it right. And they are just like that. Just keep on repeating this thing, and like this, cover this whole area, and then erase where you have crossed the boundaries. I think this is pretty good. Now off to next part. Okay, so I'm done with here and it looks pretty natural. Now our next part would be her top. For this I would select color from her top itself, and from here it looks pretty great. Now I would add another layer for it and change my brush back to felt tip and hard. I would hide the base layer, and now using the bucket tool I would fill her top color. And now I would like to observe the base layer properly and see where there are folds in her dress. I would just fill in some parts like this, and make sure to choose a little bit different tone of colors. Okay, so I think I have created enough shadows, and now what I would do is blur all of these. Okay, so now I will blur another parts of it as well, and you can also change the pen types in like blur tool. And here's what I'm doing here to get different types of blur effects. And here's how it's done. I'm done with the most parts. So here's how it looks. So I think this is pretty enough for the top. Now my next focus would be her pants. For this I would choose a very light color from the image, nearly white but not pure white. I would move it to somewhere like here, and I think the peach color would be suit better in our illustration, as the background will also be white and her dress will also be pure white, so it will look a bit off. So it will be a light shade of pink. I'm gonna add another layer for it, hide the base layer, and I'm done. I am gonna add this color, and I will add teeny tiny details to this as well. And I'm not going in brief details here in depth because this is a beginner's level tutorial. And here is this. And like this. Now let's blur this. I'm making these lines on my understanding on how the fold of pants would look on a real person. It will help you make your illustration make more appealing and communicative. And here's how it will look finally. Now the only part that is left is the face of the illustration, for which again let's choose from a base image. It's the color of her skin tone. You can also choose colors directly from your color palette, but here I would like to choose color from her skin only, and I think this is the pretty color. For this I would add another layer, hide the base layer, and fill in. And here's how our illustration will look. Just like we did on the top and the pants, you can also add some details on her skin, but I'm not doing that now because I think it looks pretty fine. We can also keep the back. Now our next step would be, once the artwork is complete, merge all the layers. But remember that you need to delete the base layer once it's done and merge all the other layers. Now it's done. You can, what you do is save as it is, or add another layer below it and move it below your main image, hide the main image, and color your canvas with a color like this, so that like this. I like it this way now. So then click on the arrow at the bottom right side of your screen. From there you can see back to my gallery and save as PNG. You can save your image as PNG and then back in your gallery. Okay, so that's how we create. And that's all. Thank you for watching. Do share your reviews with me in the comment section. Would love to hear you. And thank you for watching.